if you want to create custom fields, if you want to create a custom field, we need to understand the data types what we have. So what are they? Let us look at this. First, we'll start with the text format. Setup, build, create. We have objects. Now let us say customer. Then we had custom fields and relations. Click on the new. Please mute your mics. Now, look at the data types what we have. First data type what we have is checkbox. This is used to store the value of true or false. When I want to store the value of true or false, we use a data type called checkbox. Then we have, when we have currency. If you want to store any currency values, amount rupees 10,000, amount dollar, okay, $2,000. So if you want to specify the currency values, we have a data type called currency. This currency data type, what they will be doing, when I say currency data type, length of this will be 18 digits. What is the maximum length? 18 digits. Now out of 18, it is a length of integer plus decimal. Integer part plus decimal. Together it is 18. So when I have 10,000.23, 5 plus 2. It is the length of the integer plus length of the decimal. Both together will be getting this 18. Length of the integer plus length of the decimal together, it is 18 characters. When I say 18, length of the integer plus length of the decimal together, it is 18 characters. Length of the integer plus length of the decimal together, it will be 18 characters. Right. Now next we have date. If you want to store a particular date on the calendar, so day, month, year, particular date on a calendar, day, month, year, then a date, time. If you want to store date along with the time, we will go with the date, time. Email. If you want to store the email addresses, email. It has a built-in validation rule. It has a built-in validation rule. Geolocation. If I want to store longitude and latitude of your location, I go with a data type called geolocation. Number. If you want to store any integer value or decimal value. Number. If you want to store any integer value or decimal value, we go with the number. Maximum length is 18 characters. Maximum length is 18 characters. Then we have percent. If you want to append percentage symbol of the value, I give 10. After that 10 you want to get percentage symbol, then we go for percent. Phone number. If you want to store the phone, we'll go with the data type phone. So generally in the Salesforce, phone number is considered as a string because we use 040 hyphen or +91 or within the bracket 040. That's why it is a string. Right. Then we'll discuss this pick list once again. Text. What was this text? If you want to enter alphanumeric value, if you want to enter alphanumeric value, then we go for text. Text is for alphanumeric value. Now maximum length how many characters? 255 characters. Maximum 255 characters. Entire data should be in a single line. It is text alphanumeric data which is entered in a single line. Entire data should be entered in a single line and maximum length 255 characters. Then text area. Suppose if you are taking address will not be in a single line, that will be in multiple lines. Then I need to split the data into multiple lines. Text area, alphanumeric data entered in multiple lines. Alphanumeric data entered in multiple lines, but here maximum length is 255. Text, what is the length? 255. Text area, what is the length? 255. What is the difference between text and text area? Text is a single line, text area is multiple lines. Right. Then we have text area long. When you say text area long, boss, if you want to enter more than 255 characters, if you want to enter more than 255 characters, then we go for text area long. Minimum 256, maximum 1,31,072 characters. If you don't specify the length, default length will be taken. What is the default length? 32,768 characters. If you don't mention the size, by default size will be taken. If you don't mention the size, default size will be taken. What is the default size? 32,768. Right, boss? Now, what is the difference between text area and text area long? What is the difference between text area and text area long? Text area and text area long. Text area is 255. Text area long is 1,31,072 characters. Otherwise, it's same. Then text area rich. Text area rich means it will accept formatted data. Text area rich will accept formatted data, like your email box, where we can align them left, right, bold, italic, image, watermark. This is what text area rich. If you want to align the data, if you want to format the data, generally in the Word document, we'll do it. Align left, align center, padding, spacing. All this is called formatted data. What we call it as formatted data. So we have as text area. Then we'll discuss this point separately. Time. If you want to store the time, okay, hours, minutes, and seconds, we go for it. Previously, till the last version, it is a beta. Now they made us release. Okay. URL of any website. So by looking at this, the name itself say what they are. The name itself say what type of data they are going to hold it. So all these are what? Predefined data types. Boss, you need to understand one point. When something is coming to you as a declarative, there is a limitation. If it is a programmatical, we can extend it to any level. When somebody is giving us a built-in option, there is a limitation. If you want to cross that limitation, programming is the option. Let us say, I want to create a radio button. In this, do you have a radio button? I don't have a radio button. If I want to create a radio button, then obviously I cannot create a radio button using declarative. So I have to create my own page with radio button. I want to create a checkbox group. They are not given. They have given only one checkbox. If you want to create a checkbox group, no built-in option, then I have to go for my own programmatical way of representing it. So when you go for a declarative, there will be a limitation. Everything cannot be achieved by declarative. Everything cannot be achieved by declarative. Wherever our declarative concept will not work, there I will choose an option of program. I hope you are good. Clear? Okay. Now let us see. How do you create the fields? Setup, build, create, objects, go to the object. Now we have these standard fields, custom fields, new custom field. First I was choosing text, enter the field label, length of the data. You want to give any help text, You want to make it required, unique. I'm not touching any of these. Just I give field name, next, next, save. We're not worried about all the options. We're just giving the field name, next, next, and save. When you go to the concept, we'll come back and see what the next is. Right now, we only know creation of fields. We don't know anything about profile and permissions. So we're just giving next. Again, what is the navigation? Setup, build, create, objects, customer object. Now, why are you getting underscore C? It is a custom field which you have created. New, first name, next, so then what is the next one we have taken? Text. Now, customer can be a company or a person. My customer can be a company or a person. So I am taking the data of a company as well as a person. At the time of entering, I'll ask you, are you a person or a customer, a company? If you say company, I'll ask company fields. If you say person, I'll ask your first name, last name, and all this. Whereas a customer, the person who is doing a business from me, the person who is purchasing a product from me, he can be a company, or it can be a company, or it can be a person. Okay. Now I'm giving here. Then we had next currency. Annual revenue. I told you currency, what is the length? Maximum 18 characters. Now I'm giving 10 numerical figure, 2 decimal. Together we have a length of 12 characters. Then I have salary. If it is a person, I will not ask annual revenue, I'll ask your salary. Choose the data type. Save navigation I am following. Choose the data type. Choose the data type. Enter the details. Give next. Save a new. Trying to create a new. Then I have okay. Now, if it is a company, then I will have established here. Date of registration. Now, if it is a person, I will ask date of birth. Now, I told you my customer can be a person or a company. Entire data I will be storing. So, all type of data I have to collect regarding the person as well as the company. Now, I have email address. Just choose the data type. Click on next. Enter the data. Click on next. Now all the fields are coming as underscore. What is the navigation once again? Setup, build, create, objects, customer object. No. I want to take phone number. Phone, data type phone. We just enter the data type, field data, next, save. Navigation is same. Once you create one field, everything is same. Okay. Next we had address, text area. This is a company. I'll be asking about registered address. Then again, text area. Next, billing address. If it is a customer, I'll ask about current address. This is how I created. So you go to customer tab, click on new. You are able to see all this. But all of them are not necessary for me. All of them are not necessary. When you say person, I have to show different data. When you say company, I have to show different data. Right now, we are able to see everything. But later on, what I will do, I will organize them. What should I display? Are you clear about this, sir? So whatever the fields we created, all of them are visible here. Now, there is a sensitive data, boss. Now, let us say my PAN number. When I want to enter my PAN number is a sensitive data. I don't want everybody to see this. The bank has to hold my PAN number, but that should not be visible to my bank staff. It is a sensitive data. I don't want to show the data to the people. Now, generally, we have password format, right? When you say password format, what will happen? Look at the point. There are two types of formats we have. One is a password, other one is a text encrypted. When I say password, what do you mean by password? Let us say this is the database table we have. If I take it as a password, while entering the data, it will be, but when it is saved to database, while entering it will not be visible, but when it is saved to database, it is stored in the original format. While entering it will not be visible, but while saving, it will be saved in the form of original format. But when I say text encrypted, while entering, you can see them, but when it's saved to database, it will be masked and saved. Otherwise, it is masked and saved. So what was that? If you remember, while you're resetting your Gmail password, they'll say your registered mobile number is 9 star 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 213. Or when you go to ATM and withdraw the money, okay, your account number star 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 last two digits. Your registered credit card number star star star. What was that? It is a sensitive data. We don't want it to be revealed to everyone. Like if you have SSN number, they don't reveal the entire number, right? What was that? Your registered number is so and so, your Aadhaar number is so and so. Because it's a sensitive, I don't want to show the data to anyone else. Then we will be taking as text encrypted. When you say text encrypted, the data will be masked or encrypted and saved to database. Data is masked, encrypted and saved so that no one can see the data in original format. Are you getting my point? When you don't want the data to be visible to all the people in the original format, I will go for text encrypted. Data will be masked and saved. Data will be masked and saved. Now let me give you an example. Now we'll go to setup, build, create objects, new, text encrypted. PAN card. No. Mask with what? Star or X. How you want to mask? Mask all the characters. Last 4 characters. Generally, our transaction statements will be like this. How you want to mask it? Now what we do? Click on the tab. New. We are entering the data. For your understanding purpose, I'll just create the data here. How the data is created here? Data is masked and created. Now, if you want to modify also, you will not be able to see old data. New data you can whatever the data you are typing, you can see it, but the old data is masked and saved. So who will be able to see this data? Nobody. If you want to give this permission to say that you can see this data in original format. If I want to show this data in original format, there is a permission called view encrypted data. So whichever the user has a permission called view encrypted data, they will be able to see the data in original format. So who can see the data in original format? Only those people who have a permission of view encrypted data permission enabled. Only they can see the data in original format. I hope you are good. What is the length of this field? 175 characters. What is the length? 175. When you want to store any sensitive data, then we store them like a text encrypted field. So when you take text encrypted field, data will be masked and saved. Data will be masked and saved. Now who can see this data? By default, no one can see this field. By default, no one can see this field. If I want to see the field in original format, you need to have a permission called view encrypted fields. Right. Now, look at the format. I gave some data here. Now, I can use this data for searching. When I give Mahila, now they are giving me search operation. Now, they allow me to give search operation, or else I can search based on. What was that? I have option to search based on this. We are getting here. We are getting the records based on this. Are you getting my point? So I am able to search based on this. Can I search? Can I search data based on this field? You cannot search. Can I use this field in formulas? No. Can I use this in validation? Yes. We can display this field, but how it will be displayed? Encrypted format only. I can display this in multiple pages, but it will be coming in encrypted format only. Second, I cannot use this in formulas. I cannot use this for searching the data. I cannot use this for writing a condition. Conditions I cannot write on this field. I cannot search. I cannot use in formulas. I can use in validation. I can use in validations. Okay, right. I hope everybody is good with this. Right. So let me create one more field. Now, when you click on the tab, you'll be getting what? Force outcome, right? There is what you are finding. So every time I cannot go to all the navigation. So I'll click on the tab. I'll have a force.com view fields. Text encrypted. GST number. What is the format? Mask all the characters. I hope you are good with this. People are good with this. Clear? This is how we have created. Right. So we are going with the text encrypted fields. So the data, if you want to save them in a encrypted format, if you want to save the data in the encrypted format, if you want to save the data in the encrypted format, we go for text encrypted fields. We go for text encrypted fields. I hope you are good. People are good with this. Now, let us go to the next part of the story. My next one is pick list. What is this pick list? How do you create this pick list? Pick list field. Everybody has got hard copies. Field creation notes is coming, right? You got the field creation notes, right? Given, right? Assuming that the notice is given, so I'm not typing it. Right. You had the field creation, data types and field creation, right? Okay. Now, look at the next one. I want to create a pick list. Look at the point. When you say pick list, it's a drop down list. When I say pick list, it is a drop down list. Pick list is a drop down list. When I say this type of field, I call it as, if I want to create a drop down list, data type what I have to choose is pick list. Now, when you are choosing a pick list, how many options we can choose at a time? I can choose only one option. If it is a pick list, I can only choose one option at a time. If it is a pick list, I can choose only one option at a time. Okay. Now, how many options I entered here? 3 options. Maximum, how many options I can enter? How many options we can enter? Maximum 1000 options we can enter. How many options we can enter? Maximum 1000 options. Right. What is the length of each option? Length of each option 255 characters. Length of each option is 255 characters. Now how many options? 1000 options. Right. Length of each option maximum 255. Now all the options together, what is the length? 15. All the options together. Now we have 3, 3, 3. So altogether what we have? Maximum we have 9 we gave here. But here I can give up to 15,000. So pick list, it is a drop down list. Maximum we can enter 1000 options. Length of each option can be 255 characters. Now how many options I can give? 1000. Length of all the options together 15,000 characters. How many options I can select? Only one option I can select. Now what is this? You can sort the values alphabetically. You can sort the values alphabetically. You can make any one of the option as default option. Generally when I log in, none will be the default option. I don't want none to be a default option. I want to modify it. Yes, we can modify it. You can make any one of your option as a primary option. Okay. Look at the point here. Setup, build, create, objects, customer, new, pick list, data type is pick list, city, enter the options. Now display the values alphabetically. Use the first value as default value. Right. Don't touch any other thing. We just enter the options here. Go to the customer. Right, boss. This is how we have created a pick list, drop down list. Again, I am creating one more. What is the option we have? Setup, build, create, objects, customer, new field. What is the option we had here? We have pick list, next, places, now use the default values, next. Now what I have done here, I created a pick list field, city, places. Now I have an issue here. I want to create a pick list field called country. I want to create a pick list field called country. In that pick list field country, whatever the options I am entering, the same option should be available in multiple fields. Look at this. I have multiple objects. I have 3 objects. In all the 3, I have a pick list field. I have a field called country. It is a pick list field. Now the point is, whatever the options I have in this field, same set of options should be there in this also. Same set of options should be there in this. I want to have a pick list field. I have a pick list field in multiple tables, but options in the field should be same. If I remove Canada from here, Now if I add any new option, automatically it should be added here. So the same set of options should be used in all the three pick list field. Then how will you do that? Right now what we have done, creation of pick list. I went to pick list, I told I will enter the data, I have entered the data. But my choice here is, I have three different pick list fields. In the three different pick list field, same set of values should be there. Now I don't want to go to every field and manage it. I have to manage from a single location. When you want the same set of option to be repeated in multiple fields, how will you control? For this, we have, look at the point, setup, build, create, pick list value set. Build, create, pick list value set. If we go to this, I create a option called my list. I gave a couple of options. Then display the values alphabetically. I have created my own options. Now go back to the object, build, create, object, customer object. What we have done? Custom fields and relations. Then what we have here was, select the pick list. Till now, what we are doing? Till now, I selected the enter values. I entered the value. But above that, there is an option. What is that? Use global pick list. When I select that, they're showing what are the list I have created there. Selected this. So go back to this. You get the group of options, right? Same thing I want to do with the payment. How do you create custom fields and relation? New pick list. Use global pick list. Next. Go to the payments. New. I hope you are good with this. When you want the same set of options to be applied in multiple fields, then what I will do? I'll go to field pick list, set values, which is like global pick list. Now, if I go to this list, if I go to the list, what is the list I have created? Pick list value set. From the list, if I remove any option, that option will be deleted everywhere. I hope you are good with this. I can add, I can remove from this location. Controlling multiple pick list field from a single point. I hope you are good when they have same set of option. When you want a multiple pick list fields to have same set of option, then I will create the option like a pick list value set. Then we will assign this value set to the pick list. Everyone has followed? Either you enter all the values or use from the pick list global set. Everyone is good with this, right? Now what was this? Pick list. Now what if you want to select more than one option? In the pick list, we are able to select only one option. If you want to select more than one option, what will I do? How will you control more than one option? So controlling more than one option. Then let us go back to this. This is called multi-select. Now I have, let us say, Now we are able to select more than one option. First question is how many options we can enter? How many options we can enter? We can enter 150 options. Maximum how many options we can enter? 150 options. Maximum how many options we can enter? 150 options we can enter. What is the length of each option? Length of each option. Maximum length of each option is 40 characters. Maximum length of each option is 40 characters. All the options together, you have all the options together, maximum it can be 1500 characters. All the options together it can be 1500 characters. All the options together it can be 1500 characters. All the options together it can be 1500 characters. Right. Now what was that? Maximum number of options are 150. Now out of 150 option, how many options we can select? Out of 150 options, how many options we can select? Out of 150, we are submitting, we can select 100 options. So multi-select means we can select more than one option at a time. How many options you can select? Up to 100 options you can select. Length of each option 40 characters. All the options together, what is the length? 1500 characters. Multi-select pick list, we can select more than one option at a time. Multi-select pick list, we can select more than one option at a time. What is the length of each option? 40. All the options together 1500. Right, boss? This is what? Multi-select pick list feed. Let me create this. Navigation, build, create, objects, new, pick list, multi-select. Language. Now I gave a couple of options. We are able to select more than one option. Right, boss? When you are able to select more than one option, it is called multi-select. So we have a pick list, we have a multi-select pick list, and we have a pick list, we have a multi-select pick list. I hope you are good with this. People are good? Okay. Now, I will also create one more concept here. I hope everybody followed these concepts.
What is the meaning of all options together of 1500 characters?
Length of all the options, if you count, it should be 1500 characters, not more than 1500 characters. If you count all the each and every option, if you count the length of each and every option, now Telugu we have 6 characters, right? Hindi we have 5 characters. Like that, if you count all this length, it should not be more than 1500 characters. Length of all the options together cannot be more than 1500 characters. Okay. So
Okay.
this is how we created a mark. I hope everybody is good with this pick list and multi-select. One option or multiple option. Now what I want to do is, I'm just making small change here for my visibility. Don't worry about this. because these fields are at the last. Okay. Now, look at this. Now, my point is, I have created all the fields, but the point here is, if I select a city as Bangalore, only I have to get a Bangalore places, Whitefield and Martali. If I choose Chennai, I have to get a Tambaram and Krompet. If I choose a Pune, I have to get the corresponding place of Pune, Shivajinagar and Dange Chowk. Now, what was that? Based on the option what I selected, based on the city what I selected, I have to get the corresponding option. If it is inactive, if this is active, only Hyderabad and Bangalore should be displayed. If it is inactive, then Pune and Chennai should be displayed. What was that? We are trying to control the value of one field based on another field. Value of one field trying to control the value of another field, which is called field dependency. Which is called as field dependency. The value of one field trying to control the value of another field is called field dependency. It is called as field dependency. I hope you are good with this. Now, how do you do that? Till now, what is the navigation we are following? Setup, build, create, objects, went to the customer object. Now we are doing custom fields and relations. Then we are clicking on new. So beside that, what you are finding here? Field dependency. Click on the field dependency. New. Controlling field. Now which field you want to control? Which is control? City. City you want to control? Depend. Now your controlling field can be which field? Your controlling field can be which field? Your controller can be a checkbox or pick list only. We can choose any one of the pick list field or checkbox field as a controlling field. The controlling field can be any one of the pick list field or a checkbox field. The controlling field can be any one of the pick list field or a checkbox field. Now active, checkbox, city, pick list, country, pick list, places, pick list. Any one of the pick list field or a checkbox field only can be a controlling field. Next point. If we are choosing a pick list field as a controller, if you are choosing pick list field as a controller, it cannot have more than 300 options. If you are choosing a pick list field as a controller, it cannot have more than 300 options. It cannot have more than 300 options. Generally, pick list field can have up to how many options? Pick list field can have up to 1000 options. Pick list field can have up to 1000 options. But whereas in this case, it can have only 300 options. Now, dependent field. What is this dependent field? Dependent field can be a pick list field or a multi-select pick list field. Dependent field can be a pick list field or multi-select pick list field. Look at the point. City, pick list. Country, pick list. Languages, multi-select. Places, pick list. I have selected places. Which field will control? Which value will be controlled? Now, controlling field, city, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune. Dependent field, this option. So, if we select Bangalore, I would get Whitefield, Marthal. Chennai, Tambaram, Krompet. Hyderabad, we have SR Nagar. Pune, we have Shivaji Nagar, Dange Chowk. Now, you want to exclude it? What is it? Controlling field options are on the top, dependent field options are here. If you select this option, these are the dependent values what we have to get. What was this called? Field dependency. Look at this. It is automatically disabled. So we have city, Bangalore. Right, boss? I hope you are good. This is how we have created a couple of fields and their dependency. This is what standard navigation using a classic. Now, how do you create the same field in the Lightning? I've shown all using a classic. How do you create the same using a Lightning? Go to Lightning. Setup. Setup. We have platform tools, objects and fields. What we have? Object manager. Then I'll go with payment object. Payment object. Open the object. So what we have? Fields and relations. Then we have an option of, once again, setup, platform tools, objects and fields, object manager. Go to the object which you want. We have fields and relations. Now choose the data type, currency. Next, amount. Next, once again we'll use the navigation again. Setup, setup. Then we have setup, platform tools, objects and fields, object manager. Choose the object, fields, new. We have data of payment. Then we have email. I hope you are getting my point. Only what is changing here? Navigation has changed. There is setup, build, create, object, okay, custom fields and relation. Here it is setup, platform tools, object and relations, object manager, okay, object. Now new. Only the navigation has changed, but remaining story is same. So this is the way of creating the fields in Lightning. Mode of payment, quick list.
Sir, you have created payment object before only in the
Yes.
Lightning, or
Already we have an object. At the time of defining the objects, I already created an object called payment. Right. Now we have entered the options. This is how we are creating the fields. I hope you are good. So classic and Lightning. Now there is other way of creating the field, which is called schema builder. What is the next way of creating the field? Schema builder. Look at this. You go with this. Platform tools, objects and fields. What we have here? Schema builder. Click on the schema builder. Which object I want to create for a loan? Select the loan object. Now create what fields you want to create. Now first I'll check date. Apply date. Save. Choose the data type. drag and drop it. Right, boss? Now you are creating. But there is a problem with this. Here, let us go back. You are creating drag and drop. When you have more number of fields, generally we use this format. First create all the fields, later on manage the permission. When you go to this, permissions are not managed here. We have to go back and again manage the permission. Look at this, loan, new, are you able to see the fields? If you create the fields using schema builder, fields will be created, but the properties will not be applied. We have to manually go and apply it. So let us go back again, setup, build, look at the point, build, lightning bolt, what we have? Schema. Then go to the elements. Drag and drop. So what is the problem here? The fields what you created using schema builder will not be visible here. When you click on the tab, if you want to see the object, click on the tab, click on new button, you are able to see here. Similarly, go to payment, click on the new, we are able to see here. But go to loan, click on the new, you are not able to see the fields here. So if you create the fields using schema builder, we need to manage the UI. So what I should do? Go to the loan object. Fields are created or not, but they are not displayed. So scroll down. What are you finding here? Page layout. Go to edit. Then apply, add the fields here. So the fields will not be added. We have to add them manually. So go to the loan, new. This is how the fields are added. So if you go with the schema builder, fields will not be added on the UI. We are supposed to manually add the fields. I hope you are good. So in how many ways we can create? Standard navigation, schema builder. Third one is metadata, SOAP API. Fields will fall under which part of MVC? Model part of MVC. Now what is the other way of creating? We can click on a tab, then you get an option, view fields. Again the same story, custom fields and relation. Right, boss? So these are the ways. We have just done with the basic. Now she has asked, can we change the data type? Look at this. Open the field. Now what is the option we have? Change field type. I can change the data type to another. So from currency I have changed to number. So whatever the field we created, we can go there, change the field type to different. Okay. Now this is the basic fields we have created in the object. I hope everybody is good with this. So hard copies are given, but for a classroom, I just yes. See, you have to create it. See, I am an application. Whatever you say, I will do it. You want to give 180 countries? You type it, I will get it. 。  . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . 。 . . 。 . . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . . 。 . 。 . . 。 . .
Sir,
Okay. So this is what we have created. So let us quickly see the formats what I have mentioned here. So field, standard fields and custom fields. What are standard fields? What are the system fields we have? 7 types of system fields what we have. 7 types of system fields what we have. Then data types in the custom field. What are the different types of data types we have at the time of creating a custom fields? What are added fields? Then what are the data types? Text area long, and their corresponding properties we had. Then we had 4 checkbox, all the data types. And the properties of pick list, I told you how many options we can enter, how many options we can select, multi-select pick list, text encrypted. Then we have how many ways we can create, standard navigation, schema builder, force.com. When you click on the tab, right side we are getting a menu. Metadata, SOAP API. Standard navigation, the classic, standard navigation, the classic, standard navigation, the lightning. Then similarly, schema builder, classic, schema builder, lightning, and force.com quick menu. Then what is a field dependency? How to create a field dependency, right boss? Whatever we discuss, the theoretical information is given here, you can access it. Right. So that's all from my end for the day. We'll continue in the next session.